Hi, my name is Amy Schellekens, and I'm an attorney here at Sterk Family Law Group. I'm here today with Anna Minkina, and we're going to talk about some coverage options for special needs children. Hi, Anna. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So good to have you here today. Let's talk about once a child turns 18, but they have some special needs, what options do parents have for health insurance?
Well, they can go on their own plan at 18, but also they can stay on their parents' plan until 26 now.
And that would assume that the parents had a health insurance plan prior to age 18?
Correct.
Okay. What about if the parents didn't have a health insurance plan prior to age 18 for that child? What are their options?
Just go on their own individual health insurance plan, because now with the new law, pre-existing conditions, they don't ask any questions on that.
So what kind of options do they have for an individual plan, and how would they go about figuring out those options?
So I can help them with those options because there's individual options and there's qualifying events. So there's special enrollment, when they turn 18 that they can get the insurance, or there's open enrollment, which is once a year. It's November 1st till December 15th. And at that time, they can review the options and see what plans are best for each person, because there's not one plan that's perfect for everyone.
What about outside of individual options? Is there any other options for parents for health insurance?
That would depend on if they qualified for Medicare.
Okay. What makes them qualify for Medicare?
They would have to qualify for the disability.
Okay.
And if they get the Medicare disability, then would be a different avenue as far as insurance.
And what's the advantage of having a child on Medicare versus an individual plan?
The Medicare plans are, depends on, you have the Social Security, they have to put on Social Security and the Medicare on that. And then there's other options as far as insurance. So if you go on to Medicare, they would have to have some kind of a supplemental insurance or a Medigap plan, because Medicare only pays A and B, which is hospital and doctor's visits. They only pay 80%, so they need something to cover the 20%. So they have options in that avenue. And again, it would depend on the individual situation, because you still have to pay the government for your Part B, Medicare. And depending on income-wise, it's usually around $135.50, but there are other parameters.
And is that something that you would help a person look into, about the different financial options and what supplemental insurances they need, or maybe a Medigap as well? I
would be able to help them with a Medigap or with the supplemental, but as far as the Medicare, they would have to contact the Social Security office and go to them directly.
Sure. Is there any advantage to them not having a supplemental or a Medigap coverage at all?
No, there isn't. There's a very big financial risk in that.
And what's the financial risk for them?
Because, as I mentioned before, A and B cover 80% of your costs, so you're responsible for 20%, and there's no cap on that 20%. So if that child or the disabled person has anything happen to them, they have to go in the hospital, they're responsible for 20% of the cost.
And if a parent actually has a private health insurance option through their employer,
Sure.
their employer, at age 18, are they required to switch that child off of that coverage?
No, that child can stay on until age 26.
And is it generally in their best interest to keep that child on that plan?
It is. It is.
Good. Any other options for parents that we should talk about today for insurance coverage?
Those are probably the best options for the disabled children, either being on their individual plan or their parents' employer plan, or on a Medicare plan. But again, if you're on a Medicare plan, definitely with a supplement or a Medigap plan. And then they also have Part D, which is their prescription drug plan.
If you have any questions about insurance coverage options available to you as a parent of a special needs child, please contact our office. You can visit our website at sterkfamilylaw.com or call our office at 815-600-8950, and we'll certainly get you in contact with Anna to make sure you know all of your options. Thank you.
Thank you
for being here.
Thank you.